Well, hello there, everybody. I'm Grand Enemy, and welcome back to EVE Online. Welcome back to New Eden. It's been a few days since I last recorded on EVE. Here, letting some skills train up. Also got a little bit of money. I did a little bit of mining off camera. But, this is what we're now training. Shield rigging 3. Oh, speaking of which, I need to go over and grab those little modules. They're not really modules, they're more rigs for this ship, so let me actually go ahead and do that while I explain exactly what we were doing. No, I do not need to go and do stuff because I know where it is. No, it's not there. Here. Alright, so we've trained a lot of stuff. Okay. Don't know what all you guys last saw. I think you last saw like reprocessing and retail. Well, since then we've trained up some more mining frigate, more reprocessing, advanced industry, mass production, electronics upgrades, archaeology, tactical shield manipulation, which I will explain in greater detail later, astrology, energy weapon rigging. This is what I need to go fit these two rigs that I'm throwing on this ship here. Well, we're going to be throwing on another ship here soon too. As for today, we're going to graduate from career training mode, as in we're going to finish the last career training, which is advanced military. And then you're going to listen to me talk a lot, as we're going to be entering into the great big world of the sandbox. So, what are these things? These are... Oh my. Do I even have enough calibration for these? We'll see. Didn't expect that. I do actually want this on here. So... Yes, I do. Awesome. Okay. So... Note on here, I've thrown on some adaptive nanoplating, increases our armor resistances. This is a whole tank. Not whole tank. This would be whole tank. That's very rare. Armor tank. Here. Got 1800 EHP. Okay. Turn that on there. Our DPS went up a little bit. These are energy turret things here. Energy rigs, increasing our fall off bonuses and our actual damage by 1.1 times, so not much, but it will work. I'm going to undock and go back to where we came from. But yeah, that's what I've been doing off camera. The money that's come in, spent on a couple of, on a few things, those rigs, a couple of skill books, and that's about it. I got some more money in because I went off and did some mining, and I'll go over how mining works. I mean, we've already done the career training for it. And technically, you can go out there and just kind of putz around with your venture. But to truly be good at mining, you're going to have to really pay attention. And there's some circadian sleepers around this gate. Interesting. So go back here and we'll dock. So, why am I training stuff? Well, why do we need money? We need money for a bestower. And we're also going to be grabbing a crusader at the end of this. That's what our graduation present is. But the big thing is we're training up for this procurer, to a lesser extent a coveter, maybe a retriever. Mainly the procurer here. And you can see it takes 6 days because Industry 5 takes 4 days to train to level 5. Then we also need astrology level 3, mining barge 1. That's I pretty much have everything in the training queue right now, required to get me up to being ready to train mining barge level 1. And key is that it's going to take 7 days. So I'm going to be playing this throughout the week, so you'll get to see how this evolves and how this last training will get pushed back a little bit. Okay. So, that being said, let's pop it back out here. Our ship's been modded out. We're going to advanced military. Alrighty. That's the skill book we already have. It's already been trained. Just going to be getting some more money, really. Yeah, we're actually just kind of going through this for the money. A lot of what you learn in this is there's little good. Oh, speaking of which, let's grab this. 100,000 for the switch. Yeah, that's going to help us later. I don't want to be flying around in a capsule. So, alrighty. I'll get to what I just did there in a few minutes, or I probably think we might hit that one next episode. But I'm going to accept this. We're going to go do some anti-blackmail, as in killing. And also, no more extra long videos. I actually have my timer going this time. So, going to be about 30 minutes long. Don't like it? Hey, look, scanner probes. Anyway. Right. Warping to location. I like this ship the best out of the Tech 1 holes for the MR. It's really good, I believe, in my opinion. That again, that's my opinion. But each hole has its own capabilities and stuff. So, activate. Hold on. No, I do that. Awesome. Okay. That's going to be your screenshot for later. Alrighty. Corporately follower. Lock target. Keep it right. Orbit U 7500. Now, ideally, DPS should have gone up a little bit. I wanted to put a rate of fire on them. Alright. And just kind of keep killing them. Always doing target management. There we go. You'll note that the salvager is no longer on this ship. Don't really need it. So all these wrecks out here, we're just going to let them be. Let them despawn here in a few minutes, in a while. I don't really want what's in there, but I'll take it. Mainly because we're going to need a lot of guns. Oh, station. And we're going to need a lot of guns to outfit the destroyer we'll get at the end of this chain. But yeah, that's what today is. We're just going to quickly go through all of this. Afterwards, I'm going to explain some terminology. And then we're going to launch right into mining. In our mining and manufacturing industry, which is how we're going to make the most money. Yeah, because we won't have, as we're training for bigger and better ships, which will allow us to do more and more things. So that propulsion, jamming, and skill book, I had just gotten rid of all of them too. God damn it. I'm just going to probably sell this damn thing. Or I'll trash it. We'll see. Alright, next mission. Alright, we're going to get an executioner. That's that little thing there. We'll probably sell that, or we'll... okay. So... okay. Oh, right. Awesome. Okay. So... sometimes when you're doing in Eve, you're going to end up... let me just run through all of these ships here. You don't have any fittings. You're that. I'm honestly probably going to be reprocessing a lot of these ships. You're fitted for that. That all needs to go over to the magnet. Sigil won't be impaired. Okay. So, sorry, got distracted there. Anyway, so what this mission is asking us to do is go out and literally destroy our own ship. Okay? So, what this is, the goal of this mission is really to have you understand that sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice your ship. Okay? You just are. Alrighty. Your capsule won't be destroyed unless you're shot down in your capsule. Okay. This aura tutorial right here. Fitting out their ship for an engagement is one of the most important tasks a Capsuleer can undertake. You will have to carefully evaluate the requirements of the task at hand and select the appropriate equipment for the occasion. This mission, doesn't require much out of us. Okay. However, okay. Is there anything in it? Yeah, there shouldn't be anything in it. Okay. This ship we're going to lose. Okay, we're going to be in a capsule when we dock again. Don't be afraid of losing your ship. Be afraid of losing the money you put into a very expensive ship if you don't have the money to replace it. Okay? There's a saying in Eve, don't fly what you can't afford to lose. That's very true. Let's say let's say you're a miner and you just scraped enough money together to get out of a venture and into a barge. And got all the fittings. In total, it might be worth almost 50 million ISK. Yes, but to do it, you went almost bankrupt. Well, that's not good because let's say you go out and you end up getting ganked on your first time out in that procurer or that mining barge. You've just lost all of that money and you can't replace it, so you have to go back tier 1 and and start all over again. And hopefully you were smart and didn't sell the venture that you still had. You haven't seen me selling many of my ships. I'm going to get rid of a few just because they're needed. Okay. And now is the... okay. Yeah, there was something in that cargo container. Really didn't want it. Okay. What popped up there? Had a kill board, a kill report. Okay. And insurance. Okay. Default payment for an uninsured ship. Okay. Now, that's the other thing. Hopefully you had enough, and you did enough to, you had enough money to invest in some sort of insurance, so you're going to recap a little bit of it, but you're not going to recap all of it. Not enough for the whole and the modules you had fitted to it. So you really have to pay attention. I mean, I would not go out, because we only have 2.6 million ISK, and a little bit more right now. Okay. We only got 2.7, almost 2.8 million ISK. Yes. Let's go see what even just a destroyer costs. In frigates, yeah, they're fairly cheap. Okay, we can very easily go out, lose one, and replace it. Okay, can't really replace the special holes that these two are. Well, we can replace it in all of the modules on them. No problem. Let's say if we would go out and we were to grab a destroyer. Okay. There's almost a million ISK. A Dragoon is 1.5. Let's say we went out and we grabbed a Dragoon. That's over half. Now we might not have enough to refit it. Okay. So only fly what you can afford to lose is a big portion of EVE. Knowing when you want to fly that big brand new expensive ship that you just got and you spent a lot of money on may not be the best idea, particularly if you're going down into low sec or null sec. Players out there are not friendly. Some might be, most will not be friendly. Particularly if you run into some sort of gang, and they'll probably look at you and because you had just gotten into it means if you had just gone up from like a destroyer to a cruiser, so you're going to have to train a new set of guns. You're going to have to go up from a small energy turret to a medium energy turret or what have you, depending on what flavor of damage you're putting out. And you're going to and they might take you as an easy target. Okay. So, our next little thing here is going to require a little bit of ship modification. Okay. Not too much, but I've got actually a fairly decent warp disruptor, or is that warp? Okay. 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 So this thing, warp scramblers, prevent micro warp drives and warp. I'm going to fit this on just because it's nicer. I don't want this warp disruptor. I mean, yeah. Disruptors and scramblers, don't care. I'll explain how to beat these things a little while, or later, maybe when we have to try and beat one, or we're going to try and fit a ship to beat one. It all comes down to literally that, pointing. So there's the sigil, if you're wondering what a sigil looks like. I'm going to warp here. Now it's a middle tier. I didn't read that very closely. Hold on. He wants us to point it. Oh, aw. We don't get to shoot anything. Fine. Well, we're going to approach him. We're going to turn our thing on, but we're going to target these other two. This fleeing pirate, we're going to warp scramble. And these guys, we're going to shoot. Orbit on you at that range. This Blood Raider. We're also going to shoot. Oh, don't tell me I have to use it. Fine. I wanted to use this one, but... So, you see down here, it says Warp Scramble Strength of 2. That's going to be enough to overcome most ships. I'll go and use the stupid scrambler. This is actually a much better module than their disruptor, the civilian warp disruptor, because this is not a civilian module. Civilian modules are really cheap. They don't do much. Okay. So now I have to find it. Come in here, take that out, throw that in. Jesus. Okay. As to why there's sirens going on outside my office, I have no clue. No, we'll warp back in. Notice we got a range of 20 kilometers on this thing. Notice how it has a scramble strength of 0. Just one of those modules. Let's throw on our DC. Damage control for those of you who aren't acronym types. Orbit U at 15. Okay. He is at this point what we call both tackled and pointed. And all those are 2 words you'll need to know. We'll just undo him. And he can flee. Okay. Next, I think, is a webifier. We're webbing a person. I think. We're also going to get into remote reps in this chain.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And complete you. request you. What do we get here? Yes, we're repping. So this one that should only check on that's low tier, low. I'm looking for something that should be, I may have, yeah, it looks like I did. Okay, well, we'll use that one. Do I even have the ability? Oh, I didn't even have the ability. Okay. So this is remote rep. This is a logistics skill. If you want to go out and be a logistics pilot, you can. But these guys are crucial in fleet battles. Okay. Well, this goes up here. This can come out. Our web can go back in. And we can literally trash this thing. There's nothing of value in it. So, undock. And head back on out. So, remote repping. That's an Algos. What's a Galente ship going all the way out here? I mean, I can understand the obelisk that I saw earlier. And a Tristan. Interesting. You generally don't you see a lot of Galente freighters, but you generally don't see a lot of Galente ships unless you're in Galente territory. Or in Nullsec. Nullsec, you'll see all of them. So, here, like so, target lock him. We have to be within, we have to be within 4,000? Anyway, what is he flying? Now, just a generic damaged ship. So, remote rep cycles like so. Uses a lot of cap. That's a remote rep beam. Okay. Remote reps are the way that ships stay alive in fights with other ships, as in you are in a gang and a gang across from you. It's typically called a guardian group, generally because they'll be made up of guardians. Yes, that's a very specific. That is a ship name. They have huge bonuses to remote rep. Capacitor costs, all sorts of fun stuff. And they'll tack on capacitor as well, so that you can run several, so that two can go again with each other. Two guardians can piggyback off each other to provide constant reps. Blah, I can't speak. Alrighty. Okay. So, here we go. Okay, the stand. Alright, this next assignment is going to test your nerves for sending you into a much larger and better defended pirate base. We don't expect you to conquer all their forces, we just want to see you put up a good fight before being destroyed. I'll provide you with a combat frigate, but you'll have to fit it with your own modules. I'd keep the fittings cheap, you're not expected to come out of this one intact. Although you have to score at least one kill. No problem. I'm going to allow me to get rid of some of this stuff here that's in my inventory, like this dual anode particle stream, this mazer. I'll probably just run those two, in all honesty. Oh, I've got 4 expanded cargo holds. I was in, and here I was. I'm actually going to go ahead and inject that. And we'll do that. I'm going to fit this thing off camera. I'm going to show you that fitting, and then we're going to go do this. So, I'll see you guys in a few minutes, or tomorrow, as the case may be, as on YouTube. So, I'm Grand Enemy. Thank you for joining.